Hello. Today's video is a restoration video. One of my favorite games on the original Atari as a kid was Star Raiders. Now, Star Raiders is a great first-person space flying simulator that has real-time mechanics where when you switch to the other screens in the game, because they have multiple screens, you could look forward, backwards, you had a galactic map, and you had to warp, and it was really great to fight all the bad guys and save the universe kind of thing. But when you switched to the galactic map, it didn't pause the flight portion, so you're still flying, and if the aliens show up on the screen and you don't have your shields up and you're not ready for them while you're looking at the galactic map, they're going to start firing on you. And it was real time. It didn't pause the game like some of the modern games. Oh, I switch over to the map and the game pauses. It didn't pause. It kept going. And that was an awesome feature of the game. Plus it used a keypad so that you could switch to the different views. The Atari only had the joystick with the one button, and the game was written on the Atari 800 computers, 8-bit computer line, 400, 800 computers. Then you had the keyboard. You could and switch screens by hitting different keys on the keyboard. Turn on your shields, arm your weapons, that kind of stuff. But on the 2600, you had that single button. So they made a keypad. And I'll show you the keypad in another video when I'm playing the game. But the keypad has an overlay that you push the buttons and go to the different screens and everything. It was really great. It kind of, at the time, you could imagine yourself in a spaceship, doing that stuff. So my Star Raiders that I got is a gift with my Atari 2600 Junior is in really, really bad shape. This thing has seen a rough life. It does work. But it is just in sad shape. So I'm going to get all this off, clean this up really nicely, print reproduction labels for both the end and the cover to kind of bring this back to its former glory. Because this game needs love. It's a great game, and this one is just in sad shape. So stick with me as we go through fixing and cleaning up Star Raiders. So, okay. Unfortunately, I thought that I had recorded the steps for making the label, and I, oops, didn't. And so now, but I did recreate the labels, and so what I did was here. Well, first let me show you. Here's how the labels look now. This is the cart. Now it's not glossy. I didn't get glossy labels, but I did get a sticker sheet, full sheet page of, and the whole page is a sticker, and I printed it out. I got the exact measurements for the label. I'll put those in the description below, and for both the end piece and the front label. Now what I did was, there's a website where you can create your own Atari labels, and it's meant for kind of doing goof stuff, but I used it for recreating this label. So what I did was, I went on the internet and found the Sears version of this game. There is no wording on the picture, so I took that, I captured that cartridge cover into my paint program. I use paint.net, and I'll put a link to that to get that down in the description below. And I cut out the picture, which is the same as on the original label, and I imported it into the program, and then it puts in all the text. Now there's two things. You can only put in one line up here, and the original label has two lines. It says use with joystick, controller, and video keypad. Because this text is automatically added in, I wasn't able to add that additional line because it's a checkbox as to what it uses. Now, I tried editing that in my paint program. It didn't work really well, so I just left it as is because I think it looks fine. This is for my collection. I'm not going to be selling this. I mean, after I'm gone, my wife and kids probably won't want anything to do with this stuff, so they'll take it and sell it. But also at the bottom in the small print, I put reproduction label, just so that it's known, even though it's clearly not an original label to the program. I did put a reproduction label on there, but I think it turned out pretty well, and it looks way better than what it did before. I mean, look at this thing. This is much nicer than your. This still has a little discoloration on it, and I'm going to see what I can do. I've tried the goo off. I've tried the alcohol. I tried soap and water. I think it's actually just in the plastic is somehow got something on it that's discolored it. But that's, once again, that's minor to me. The cartridge is fully functional, and I'm going to post a video of me playing this game here shortly. But like I said, this is 10 times better. Oh, well, 10 times, 100 times better than what the original was when I started. So that is my restoration of my Star Raiders game. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned how to restore your games. The hardest part really was the cleaning of the cartridge. The cartridge was in bad shape, and getting the old label off was a lot of work. It was a lot more than I thought it was going to be. I had mixed results with the Goo Gone, which surprised me because usually that's really reliable for getting adhesives off and everything. But I found the alcohol worked really, really well. If I have to, my next cartridges, yeah, I'll see about getting the gloss because I do have a few more cartridges, and I'll do like a montage video of that one where and I will actually do a full, hey, look, I made a new label video, so you can see that if you like. But if you're familiar with a paint program at all, and I really just cut that out, saved it as its own file, and then imported it into the program. And I'll put a link to that label site also in the description. So thank you, and have a great day.